Just an incredible win. Really good opponent. Power conference. Great soccer school. Great soccer tradition. Really good roster. Unbeaten coming in. Well coached. Just got a ton of respect for Butler, and I'm really impressed with how we handled our business today. Really impressed.
Yeah. Kind of talk to me about your thoughts on the backline's performance. I thought you guys defended pretty well during the game. Obviously, gave up 2 goals. Just what are your overall thoughts on the game and how your backline played?
We did what we needed to win, and I think they got through us more than I would like to. They did score a couple goals, but they created some other chances when we were really just trying to shut it down. So we're going to have to look. They were awesome. Each of them made some big-time plays, and they did what it took to win the game. But we definitely need to clean that up. I think we're a little too leaky back there, and it's something we're going to need to tighten up.
Yeah. Trace Terry had the game-winning goal tonight. What have you just seen from him this year that's been different from his previous 2 seasons with Bowling Green, whether it's his play on the field or off the field or in training or just in general?
Just a real maturation. The kid he's a fun kid, as fun as anyone that I've met. But this year he's just come back with a different eye toward what he wants to accomplish on the field, and he's taking care of business in all aspects of his life, headed toward that goal. So he's still a lot of fun, but in between the lines, he's all business. So I'm really happy for him, and he deserves it, man. He puts in a shift. Talking about defending, he was a top shelf defender tonight. Even though he's our front runner, he puts so much pressure on their back line, and it's just a lot of tireless work.
We'll talk about his partner in crime up top, Bennett Painter as well. He has 3 goals on the year as well, 2 game winners from earlier in the season. What have you seen from him this game, but also this season as well?
He's found himself. He's found his rhythm. He's found his stuff, and he had it last year, and it would kind of come and go. And it's still a little bit hit or miss, but it's hitting more than it's missing, that's for sure. He also is a great defender. So these guys do the work that maybe we don't see as much. They cover space, they press defenders, they hold up the possession, and then those two are starting to become dangerous together. I still don't think we've seen them at their best in terms of them working together, but either one of them have great service, and the other one they're starting to read each other. So I think that tandem's only going to get better.
Taylor Dyson got the start tonight, his first of the season. Kind of talking about that decision, also just the midfield in general as well.
Yeah, Taylor's been really good. He's we have a bit of an issue in terms of our starting 11, in that we have a lot of guys that should and could start, and so it's where a coach wants to be, but it's also difficult for a coach. So we've seen some really good things from Taylor in training and in games, and thought he can do a good job for us tonight, and he was really good tonight. He offered us in our best spells. He was a part of that, whether it's possession and service and whatnot. So and then just the midfield, we got to use KB and JB today in there, which was good. Those guys hadn't seen a lot of minutes, and they went in and didn't skip a beat. They went in and got the job done for us.
And then up next, you guys have your first Missouri Valley conference game against Northern Illinois, a team you've had a lot of history with in previous years as well. What's just the team mindset going into that game?
It's basically we're done with like the preseason. We've had a good preseason, whatever you want to call this, non-conference season. A good run. It was good. We got tested. We rose to a lot of the tests. We weren't up to a test at Michigan, but we learned a lot about ourselves. But all that's done. Now it's about applying it toward the Missouri Valley. And so everyone is 0-0 in the Missouri Valley at this point. So it's an important game on Friday.
Man, it was a tough one. It was a hard game to win. I mean, it's not easy winning soccer games in college, but man, it was tough. A lot of good moments, a lot to learn from. We're just going to keep getting better.
And talk to me about kind of like your backline performance. You might give up 2 goals, but I thought you guys defended pretty well throughout the game, especially one-on-one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I played with Palmer and Yost up top for Flint, and those guys are an absolute handful. So, we knew it was going to be tough going into this game, and they locked it down back there, making plays that they needed to make, ending moments, just everything that we work on in practice. So they did a phenomenal job.
Who's a teammate that you kind of want to spotlight for this game for how they played?
That's a hard question. I mean, everyone played their tail off, man. I'd like to say Trace Terry. I mean, he was, just working his butt off up top. Obviously, the goal at the end's great. Game winner turned out being. But if you just watch him off the ball when he's defending, he just goes crazy up there. He's always working, man. So shout out to Trace.
Talk about Chris a little bit more. What have you seen change from this year to last year? Has he grown?
Yeah, man, he's definitely grown into a leadership role. Kind of needed to be. We lost a lot of like older guys in the last few years. Didn't really have like the leadership and the size of a class for his specific class. So he grew into that role. He does it out on the field, and he also does it with the way he talks to his teammates. So he's just doing a great job with that.
And down next for you guys, you have Northern Illinois, obviously Boston last year in the tournament. It's also you guys' first Missouri Valley game. What's the mentality going into that game for the group?
Yeah, I mean, we treat every game as the most important game of the season. This one means a little bit more though, just because it's the NBC, and obviously we're not going to forget about what happened last year. So it's going to be a big one.
I thought the first half, I thought we were controlling the game like fully, and then, the second half we started off pretty hot, and then they started putting pressure on us, and I thought we handled it well. We bended it, but we didn't break. So
yeah, you had the game-winning goal tonight, the third goal. Kind of talk me through that play and that ball from Anthony.
Yeah, the ball from Anthony was perfect. In reality, I just jumped and flicked it, and it was perfect finish, I guess. But yeah, all credit to Anthony.
What has changed from you this year to last year in terms of just overall play, whether it's on the field, off the field, just kind of your overall role with the team?
I mean, this year I feel like I put a little more pressure on myself. Eli's gone now, so I feel like there's a big role to fill, and even the classes under me, they're very hardworking, and I'm just trying to set a good example.
Yep. 3 goals on the year, your first game-winning goal. What's your mentality going into every single game?
I want goals. I want more goals. I want to win.
How did it feel to bounce back after a tough loss against Michigan?
It felt good, We were on a 3-0 streak, and we lost it, but it's good to win again, and hopefully we hop back on that streak.
Yeah. I guess just for your partners in crime, Bennett and Beto up top with you, how have you assessed their playing so far this year and how their performances as well?
I love it. I think our chemistry together is very good, and Bennett is very, very hardworking, and Beto is just a master on the ball, and I think we get a good trio up there. So, yep.
And you guys have NIU up next, your first conference game. What's your mindset going into that one?
I want payback. I want payback for them ending our season, and I want to keep our winning streak going. So